Hey, good evening, everyone. Here for the regular council meeting of August 20th, Wednesday evening. We will go with introductions and jump right into it. And then once we get to public hearings, I will explain how the public hearing process works. We have with us Councillor Joel One.
So,
Councillor Shane Pelletier.
Hi.
CEO Shane Ray. Myself, Chris Ewan. Good evening. Councillor Janine Boulanger. Councillor Jason Bodnerchuk. Good evening. And our Assistant CEO, Dominic One.
Yep, tennis is
Yeah,
back.
it's tucked in the back. Okay. Without further ado, I will start it with item number 1, meeting call to order. Do I have a mover? Councillor One, second. Councillor Pelletier, thank you. Questions before we open the meeting? Call for the question. All those in favor? Opposed, none. That is carried. 7:01 p.m. Item number 2, adoption of the agenda. Do I have a mover? Councillor Bodnerchuk, second. Councillor Boulanger. I'd like to just go straight into delegations after we do this vote. Council is good with that, and then everything else is as is. Call for the question. All those in favor? Opposed, none. That's carried. Moving on to which item? 6, delegation. I don't have any information. 6.1, yes, I do. It's Carbon Lock Tech.
No.
Good evening, guys. Just so you know, I'm pretty strict on my time limit, so I always give people 10 minutes max. If you need more than that, you can ask now, but I probably will say no.
Okay,
I'm just fine.
thank you, Mr. Mayor, councilors. The opportunity to present to you today, spoken with you before. I think you know what we're here for. I'd like to go through the deck really quickly. If we could, I'll just say next slide. We are a clean tech startup here in Manitoba, developing technologies for converting organic waste and biomass into a stable form of biocarbon. We have a sample there. It's a very interesting material. It locks carbon from the atmosphere. It's a climate change solution, but it's also a product that can be used in agriculture, infrastructure, construction, mining, filtration, wastewater, and all the other areas that we're starting to research now. The problem is organic waste. Pick from that list the problem that you might have in this municipality: odor, pollution, scavengers, methane, the risks associated with managing organic waste. We have a solution. Next slide, please. Which is to convert that organic waste, wall pipes, lawn clippings, grass, leaves, branches, food waste, anything that we can get that's biomass or organic based, turn it into a biochar. If you click once, it'll bring up a picture of it so everyone can see. That is biochar. It's a very stable form of biocarbon in pellets. Again, as you have in front of you, this then can be put into concrete and asphalt, into agricultural soils. We're working with Lafarge right now on doing that on their low carbon concrete. We're working with the Simoine College in Brandon, putting it into greenhouses, working with Hudbay Minerals in the north and Flin Flon, using it to filter heavy metals at a tailing pond. So there's really interesting markets and applications for the carbon once it is produced. But all that waste produced can produce that kind of carbon. And we have the technology that we've developed here. It's patented in Canada and the US to turn it into that. Next slide, please. The process is simple. Take the waste, we pre-process it, we pyrolyze it, which means you heat it up in the absence of oxygen, so it does not combust. This isn't incineration, it's pyrolysis. That locks in the carbon, forcing carbon-carbon bonds, a very stable form of carbon, which then again you can use in greenhouses and low-carbon concrete, urban forests and plants and trees, and there's almost every month there's another application that you can put it in. Put it in drywall, put it into composite materials. We're exploring all those areas. But more importantly, if you click, there's revenue that can be generated. I understand that you're generating revenue and taking organic waste into your landfill. Comes across the waste scale, you make some money. But if you take that waste and turn it into carbon, you can sell that to concrete companies or asphalt companies or agricultural interests, and you can generate revenue there. As well as soon as you lock up that carbon, you can qualify for something called CDR credit, which is a new type of carbon credit. We've already signed an advanced market commitment with Shopify Canada for our first $100,000 of carbon credits produced. There are some big players from Microsoft and Google and Amazon, Airbus, Mitsubishi, all out there actively looking for these types of opportunities. Next slide. This would be a visual of what we're proposing to build. It would be a processing plant that would take organic waste of all the different types that we've discussed, converting it into a pellet form, which then we pyrolyze, and then we can sell that carbon and generate the carbon credits. If you click again, it would be at Mid-Canada. There would be 2 phases to it. The first phase would be a pilot phase, would be about 2 years. And that would be on a 1 acre lot. We'd have a coverall. It would look very much like that. We would take some of the RM's waste, grass clippings, leaves, branches. I understand you had a food waste program where you produce a dry, dehydrated food waste with your systems. We can take that as well. We will take some bale stock, some cattails, ditch clippings, wherever we find the biomass, turn it into the biocarbon. This will be up to a $5 million processing plant in the pilot phase. Those costs will be borne by us. And we will comply with all the federal and provincial regulations, whatever bylaws the municipality has in terms of odor and particulate and emissions. It's a very clean process. If you take waste and you put it in a landfill, it will smell. I'm sure you've smelt Brady, you might even have smelt the dump here. If you carbonize it, there is no smell, and you can smell it, removes the smell. So there's some really good benefits there. The second phase would be a commercial phase, and there'd be a stage gate. If after the 2 years, the RM says, we really like this, we want to expand this, we want to put in a couple more reactor systems so we can produce more of the carbon and generate more revenue, then we would enter in discussions about that next commercial phase. But let's get to the part where we've proven out the technology, we've proven out that the waste in the municipality can be turned into carbon and sold, and that credits can be brought in. And yeah, last one, the ask is for a resolution. With a resolution, we can go to funders, we can go to investors, we can go to the province and the feds to get the money we need to build the project. We'll ask for technical information about the types of waste that you have and what regulations you have in the municipality for this site. Letters of support are very appreciated, going for FCM grants, going for Innovation Growth Program grants. The National Research Council, IRAP, is interested in this project as well. We've met with them a number of times. And then we'll work towards an MOU, and we can put all the details in there of how we're going to build this and what the outcomes are and all the metrics that you'd like to see.
Council questions, comments? Great time, guys, 6 minutes. Council, you got anything?
I think it's a fabulous product, solution, innovative. Yeah, I don't see a downside.
I agree.
Maybe already mentioned, but in municipal infrastructure, like it's, electricity and it doesn't take water consumption and all this stuff.
It doesn't use any water. It uses some electrical power for the motors. But what's interesting about the pyrolytic process is it produces its own energy. So once it is up to temperature, there is a combustion gas that comes off that is then combusted in heating fluid, which is pumped back into the system, and then it just goes under its own steam. So all the energy to run the system is actually in the biomass itself.
Other than the startup.
Other than the startup, yeah.
Anything else?
There's a resolution to go with this as well.
Yeah, we're not doing that right now. Okay. Oh, not there is no motion. We'll do it next after. Perfect.
Thank you. And I failed to introduce ourselves. I am Kevin Danner, the CEO of the company. This is Gordon Sims. He's one of our senior advisors and director of the board. Yeah. Thank you for the opportunity.
Thank you so much. I appreciate that.
Thanks for the opportunity.
We'll do the resolution. It's on, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay, yeah. Okay, back into it, item number 3, adoption of the minutes. Do I have a mover? Councillor Bonnerchuk, second. Councillor Pelletier, thank you. This is in regards to July 18, 2025 regular council meeting. Does council have any questions or comments or edits from the minutes? Mr. Steele, anything else to make on that? Call for the question. All those in favor? Thank you. Then get them.
Yeah, Jason and Shane.
That is carried. Thank you. 5.1, accounts paid to be approved. I have a mover. Councillor Belanger, second. Councillor One.
Okay, 5.1, for some of the batches, batch 17, some of the things to note, $33,000 to the curling club. It was for the ice plant failure, and this is an insurance claim. Batch 18, $8,500 for postage related to the stack statements mail out. Batch 19 was one of the bigger ones, for $463,000. Some of the things to note in here, we had $18,000 to Barco for picnic tables, benches, pet waste bags. $20,000 or $21,000 to the IDC rink. It's an insurance claim for their heat pump and summer camp rentals. $41,000 to DM Rentals for street sweeping throughout the upper end and crack sealing on the roads in St. Agath. $18,500 to GRD Electric for electrical work for public works. $31,500 to Heidelberg Materials for limestone for the Legacy Drive product. $20,000 Kings Energy Group for fuel. Another $12,500 to Landscape Forum for park benches. $47,000 to the Receiver General, $11,000 Ridge Tech Industries, again, Legacy Drive Services, and then $20,000 to Tormont Cat for a roller, $12,000 to United Rentals for drum rental for Legacy Drive as well. Move on to batch 101. That's MPI car insurance for the 3 cars for the car share program that were recently purchased, and that brings me to batch number 75. The majority of which is $115,000 to Murray Hyundai for the purchase of 3 additional vehicles for the car share program.
Thank you.
There's some questions circulated earlier, and I shared those as well earlier today. So,
Do we normally read that? For me?
What's it?
Reading it all like that?
Just summary.
Yeah, we do.
Yeah, it is a
Okay,
summary.
just seem long.
It is long because there was a lot in there.
Okay. Anything else from council? Call for the question, all those in favor? Opposed, none, that's carried. 5.2, accounts not paid to be approved. Do I have a mover? Councillor Bonnerchuk, second. Councillor Pelletier.
All right, 5.2, 3 batches. I'll just touch on 103, again, a larger one, $474,000. We had $145,000 to Bituminix for paving on Legacy, $65,000 to hauling for garbage and recycling services, $20,000 to the TC Energy Center. That's their quarterly cost sharing as per our lease agreement with them. $40,000 Receiver General, $50,000 to the St. Adolphe Community Center. This is a life cycle project, which was previously approved as the replacement of the rooftop HRV, and $20,000 to VBG for windows at the office.
Thank you so much, council. Questions, comments? No. Call for the question, all those in favor? Opposed, none, that's carried. 5.3, council indemnities. Do I have a mover? Councillor One, second. Councillor Belanger. This is just council indemnities. Anything?
Nothing to note, nothing out of the ordinary.
Comments? Call for the question, all those in favor? Opposed, none, that's carried. 5.4, payroll to be approved. Do I have a mover? Councillor Belanger, second. Councillor One.
So payroll number 15, nothing, obviously a lot of movement in terms of staff using bank vacation time, some accumulation of bank time, but nothing of note. Payroll number 16, there was some bank time with admin to try to stay caught up with everything. Taxes went out, utility bills, continuing to work on catching up on other items as well. So.
Thank you. Council comments, questions? None. Call for the question. All those in favor? Opposed, none, that is carried. Thank you. We've already done the delegations. Okay, we're going into public hearings, so I'm just going to give a quick rundown on how the public hearings work for the council. Yes.
There's a resolution. In the delegation.
Oh, it's in the delegation. I apologize, council. I misunderstood that. So we will go to the carbon law resolution and go ahead, Mr. Steve.
So admin is seeking approval from council to enter into negotiations for an MOU with Carbon Lock Technology. So whereas council is wishing to explore the use of biochar technology, Carbon Lock is seeking a test site for the use of its technology and the creation of it. We're asking that council approves administration to enter into negotiations for an MOU with Carbon Lock Tech. And then council will have final approval of the MOU agreement once we're done with negotiations.
Thank you. Council, open for discussion. Oh, I guess I need to move in a second. Councillor Pelletier moves, second by Councillor Belanger. Open it for council discussion. It's been a while, okay, you guys? Nothing to add? It's a great presentation. I think it's a great thing for municipality trail for sure.
I think it's a great initiative for our Rich Shot too, you know, we don't have any in Mount Hood right now. This would be a great thing for us.
We're gonna call for the question. All those in favor? Opposed, none, that's carried. Thank you. Okay, moving on to public hearings. Just a quick rundown on how it works there on Richard. So we will call the item number and then the CEO will give a little spiel. I will then ask if there's a presentation that's wished to be made or the applicant wants to say anything. At that time, that's for them to come up to the front, unmute your microphone if you're online or turn on your screen. And then you have 10 minutes is our max limit for any speaker. And that's your time to say what you would like. After that, I would ask anyone wishing to speak in favor, in person, please raise your hand and we'll call you up to the front. Again, 10 minutes max. I'll ask if there's anyone in favor online or on the phone. Unmute yourself, turn on your screen if you can, and turn on your mic on your phone too. And then I will go into anyone wishing to speak against, same procedure. In person, please come up, raise your hand and then you'll come up to the front. Against online or on the phone, same thing, unmute your mic, unlock your screen there. If you can, if your service is bad, you don't have to turn on your screen. And then I will do one last call. Anyone wishing to speak in favor or against, any general comments or questions you'd like to ask, online, on the phone, or in person. At that time, I'll then close the public hearings and it is for council to discuss at that time and debate on what next steps will be, not for anyone from the gallery to participate. So I do ask council and the gallery to respect that and not ask questions amongst each other, just for council to discuss. Without further ado, 7.1.1 C9 2025 1477 Halima Investments Limited, 1477 Halima Drive.
General contractor service in a CG commercial zone. Commercial contractor service is a conditional use in the CG commercial zone. As per our zoning bylaw, recommending approval.
Thank you. I'll open the public hearing at 7:17 p.m. The applicants here, anyone wishing to make any presentation?
We're here. I don't want to be losing.
Council, do you have any questions for the applicants? In case not as, no, you guys are okay, thank you. Anyone wishing to speak in favor in person? Anyone online or on the phone wishing to speak in favor? Anything received in favor?
No.
Anyone wishing to speak against in person? Anyone online or on the phone wishing to speak against? Anything received against?
No.
Last call, anyone wishing to make any general comment, ask any questions in person, online, or on the phone, or speak in favor or against? Seeing none, I'll close the public hearing at 7:18 p.m. Do I have a mover? Councillor Bondarchuk, second Councillor Lynn. Thank you.
So there be resolved that the conditional use to allow the general contractor service in the CG commercial general zone is approved, subject to a number of conditions, municipal noise bylaw, hours of operation, outdoor lighting, parking, building permits, and many of the usual ones. Exterior storage should be hidden behind privacy fence.
Thank you. Council discussion debate.
Here, it's all good.
The building up so much, so I can use it.
Yeah.
Okay, I'll call for the question. All those in favor? Opposed? None. That is carried. Thank you very much. Congrats, you guys. I'll give it a little break so you guys can leave unless you say no. You guys are welcome. Unless you're watching. Thank you. Seven point 1.2 C10 2025 4336641 Manitoba Limited, Brzezinski, 952 Cartier Road.
Has made application to allow for outdoor amusement establishment in the AL Agricultural Limited Zone. This is a conditional use in the AL zone as well.
Thank you. I'll open the public hearing at 7:19 p.m. Is the applicant here? Anyone wishing to make any presentation on the application? Oh.
Hello.
Hi.
So I'm Brenda Stetsky. I actually truly believe that we were all done when I came in May. because I had submitted the conditional use in February yet. So then after May, and then it was like we were busy, and then ready. And then I said, well, my brother said, maybe you should just call them just to make sure, you know. So I called and it was like, oh, no, you need a conditional use. It was like, well, I submitted that in February and now it's all summer. So now I've missed the entire summer, but say la vie. So you have all the information. One of the things that we've sort of decided is we are going to put the screen, the container screen on the south side. So it would be like directly across from the stands. But when we examine everything, it's going to be too close to the track and we don't want cars hitting into the piles, right? So we're going to have to put it either on the east side or the west side. It might have to be on the for the sunset. I'm not exactly sure. Like, I don't think it'll work as well on the east side. The west side, we do have a signage right now, so we'd have to deal with that, but we'll probably put it there instead of this side. So it isn't as good when you're sitting in the stands and have to go like this, but I don't know how many people would sit in the stands. They would be driving into the infield and sitting in their cars. So I
Oh,
think,
that's the plan, to drive in and sit.
yeah, so that would be the novelty, right?
Right.
You'd maybe even make a lap around.
What's the speed limit in that track?
We'll give you a little ride around twice and then you can park, you know? I don't know. So I think, yeah, everything else is what we had submitted. So
So I'll just ask council if they have any questions for you.
Well, I just have one question that says in the conditions at 7 a.m. to 11 p.m. are the hours of operation. How do you anticipate finishing a movie at 11? Sometimes when the sun doesn't
I
go down
didn't-
until
I
10:55.
didn't write that.
So that's why I'm wondering how we're gonna deal with that.
Of the traditional noise bylaw, I
Yeah.
think we can address that separately.
Okay. I was just wondering if you.
Because
anticipate
during
going
the-
past 11, right?
Oh, yeah, in the summer you'd have to, because it doesn't get dark until 10:30.
So then we could either extend the conditional, change the conditional use right now to a later time, or remove that condition from it.
You do that if it's already part of the noise bylaw?
Probably have to make it.
There wouldn't be any noise because.
No, it just, it just takes one person to complain, right?
Yeah, but your car stereo would have to be blasting that.
We just want her to be.
That's the
comfortable.
intent, the sound would come through your car.
Yeah,
Well,
you have to.
Stands though, like if you're.
No, you can't broadcast via an app or anything. It has to be FM because of a delay. So, yeah, we would not be broadcasting. We would not be shouting it out on the speakers.
14-inch subs out there.
Your dad, you don't have 14-inch subs anymore.
So this is just hours of operation, and we can just change that here though, can't we? Like till.
You can also maybe look at doing like an exclusion, like you'd have to maybe redo your noise bylaw and make it an exclusion.
Yeah,
That's what I was thinking.
I think that might be better.
Okay, we can touch on that after.
Yeah.
Another
Yeah.
thought is wrong with it.
No,
No, no.
that's not you. That's an internal thing for us.
Yeah, just
Remove
remove,
it right now.
I would remove it
Take it
because
out of the conditions, yeah.
at it 11 and it doesn't work anyway, remove it and some.
Okay, I think that's it from us. Thanks, Brittany.
Yeah.
Unless you guys have something. No.
I'm just like, how far are you from the property line and the edge of the track and somebody? Like,
Well, it will be on that side, so it will be right in the middle of the
Yes.
property, right? East or west. So like,
I'm still thinking the south side.
oh, yeah, there isn't enough room. Because where the fence is, and if you have to be in like 15, and then and then the containers or whatever are like 8 feet wide, and yeah, it's into the driveway for where people come in with their haulers. And then the tracks. Sometimes some of the drivers even hit the fence that's way off the side, so. Yeah, unfortunately.
You don't want to make another obstacle for them.
Okay. Anything else from council? No, thank you very much. I appreciate it.
Nice.
Is there anyone wishing to speak in favor in person? Anyone online or on the phone wishing to speak in favor? Anything received in favor?
No.
Anyone wishing to speak against in person? Anyone wishing to speak against online or on the phone? Speak against?
No.
One final call. Anyone wishing to ask any general questions, make any comments, speak in favor or against, in person, online, or on the phone? Seeing none, I'll close the public hearing at 7:25 PM. Do I have a mover? Councillor Pelletier, second. Councillor Belanger. Council's already made the friendly removal. That in mind, Mr. Studo.
Yep, therefore be it resolved that the conditional use be approved for outdoor amusement establishment in the agricultural limited zone is approved subject to the following conditions. Comply with the municipal noise bylaw. Any outdoor lighting must be rain shielded so that no light is directed at neighboring properties or roadways. Ensure that all construction conforms to Manitoba building permits, fire codes, etc. Applicant is to apply for and obtain a building permit, which has been applied for. Applicant complies with the littering bylaw and any signage comply with the municipal zoning bylaw as well.
Thank you. Council discussion debate. Good. Call for the question. All in favor? Opposed, none. That is carried. Thank you very much, you guys. Have a good rest of your night. I'll give you 2 minutes to head out if you'd like. Seven point 1.3 C11 2025 PBR construction for Newfeld 1594 Falk Road.
So they're here to apply to expand the current poultry operation by adding 145 animal units consisting of layers for a net increase of 287 total animal units in the AG agricultural zone. And this is conditional use application.
Thank you. I'll open the public hearing at 7:27 PM. Applicant would like to make any presentation or someone to speak about the application.
I'm the applicant, he's the owner.
I'm the owner, so.
Come on up.
You have all the information sounded like. You run a poultry operation, broilers, layers and grain. Remnant of a beef herd, which is probably on its way out, but we'll deal with that later. We're constructing a new barn because our existing layer barn will be obsolete in 5 years. So yeah, for a short time, we will be running both. But that's why we're increasing design needs to accommodate that and see where the industry takes us after that. That's basically where it is.
You put that up a year ago, it's gonna be obsolete in 5 years already?
No, that's the broilers.
Okay.
The broilers went up, 2 years ago. But the existing layer barn has been there since 2001.
Okay.
And so those cages will be banned, well, technically banned in 2036, but the regulations changed so that we would have to reduce occupancy by 50%. So then it becomes, so opportunities there to construct a new one. So that's the plan.
Retrofit afterwards?
The old barn,
Yeah,
we're not sure. We'll deal with that when we get there.
it's not coming down any like that.
We'll keep the old barn there for a while. Yeah, the structure is still solid. It's just the cages will be obsolete and it's too small. We can't just, because of the free run operation now, it requires way more floor space than the old barn does. So that's kind of the problem. So,
Anything else from council? Much. Thank you. Is there anyone wishing to speak in favor in person? Anyone online or on the phone wishing to speak in favor? Received in favor?
No.
Anyone wishing to speak against in person? Anyone wishing to speak against online or on the phone? Anything received against? Final call. Anyone wishing to ask any general questions, make any comments, speak in favor or against in person, online or on the phone? Seeing none, I'll close the public hearing at 7:29 PM. Do I have a mover? Councillor Lemoine, second by Councillor Pelletier. Thank you.
Therefore, be it resolved that the conditional use application is approved subject to the following conditions. Applicant meets all required separation distance for livestock applications. Construction conforms to any codes, building codes, fire codes, and/or other municipal or provincial permits. Apply for and obtain a building permit and the letter of confirmation accepting the terms.
Thank you. Open up for council discussion, debate. Council, anything to add? Makes sense. Yep. Call for the question. All those in favor? Opposed, none. That is carried. Thank you. Thank you very much, you guys. You're welcome to leave. You're always free to stay and watch a great show if you.
Next time.
Yeah.
Good luck.
Always so intimidating when there's just two people left. More for me than you guys. Okay, we've got 9 point, we're done with public hearings, correct?
We are.
Yes, thank you. 9.1.1, 416525, 8415 Amazing Acres Limited Consolidation. Do I have a mover? Councillor Lemoine, second. Councillor Belanger.
So there, I made application for consolidation of the river lots. And it's to, or for the subdivision, to allow for the dwelling and the minimum site size for the residual agricultural lot.
Perfect. Council, no for debate, discussion.
It's like we saw this already.
Yeah,
I mean, it,
literally.
conditional use has already been approved.
Okay, I'll call for the question. All those in favor? Opposed, none. That is carried. That was your guys's?
Yeah.
You guys are free to leave. That's your questions.
One question for the septic field, like if we want to just do a holding tank, we don't need to do a septic field right now. Like we could do a holding tank.
I can send you an email.
And, there was one more, but I can't remember. But holding tank is good. So that was on your list of.
Yeah, well, I'll send you an email tomorrow. We can go over that.
All
Or I'll
right.
give you a
I
call.
thought it was a public hearing, so I thought we had to do it again.
No, you just wanted to see us. Thanks, guys. Thanks for wasting your Wednesday. Okay, 9.1.2, 4165228175 Salco revised 108 lot residential. Do I have a mover? Councillor Belanger, second. Councillor Bondarchuk.
So they're making application as a result of increasing the lots from 89 to 108.
Thank you. Open up for council discussion. Nothing.
We've been through it a few times already, so.
Yeah.
Call for the question. All those in favor? Opposed, none. That is carried. Thank you. 9.2.1 Tyson Sonicson, 1181 Desjardins Court approved infrastructure. Do I have a mover? Councillor Lemoine, second. Councillor Pelletier.
So the final inspection was done in May and deficiencies were corrected. The Public Works Manager recommends to council the release of the remainder of the letter of credit. So we're looking for the resolution to authorize the administration to release the remainder of the developer's letter of credit for the amount of $53,000.
Thank you. Open for council discussion. Should be, you can add.
All went well.
Momentarily, but I'm good with them.
I don't know if it matters. It just says CC Mitch Duval, CAO on the bottom of that. I don't know if it should be your name.
On the letter?
Yes.
It also says attention, Mike. Oh, that's Mike Domingue, yes.
No, because we're still, well, no, that's because we're still getting stuff.
Yeah, no, I wasn't sure if it had.
Mitch just likes to read sometimes. Okay, I'll call for the question. All those in favor? Opposed, none. That's carried. Thank you. 9.3.1 Rail Safety Week. Do I have a mover? Councillor Bondarchuk, second. Councillor Lemoine.
So Rail Safety Week is being held September 15th and 21st, as everybody's aware. We have a number of rail lines within our RM. In 2024, there were 261 rail crossing trespassing incidents occurred in Canada, resulting in 68 avoidable fatalities and 58 avoidable serious injuries. CN and Operation Lifesaver have requested council adopt this resolution in support of its ongoing efforts to raise awareness, save lives and prevent injuries. So the resolution would be the council support Rail Safety Week to be held September 15th to 21st, 2025.
Thank you. Council, open up for discussion, debate. As always.
We don't see anything during Rail Week though, right? Like the raising awareness doesn't really come.
They're
They'll do additional promotions and stuff like that.
On their end.
And we'll be sitting down with Jillian to talk about what we can do to support that and spread the message as well.
Because this has been going on since we've been on council and I never see, oh, Rail Week, well, whatever. Like, I won't see it or hear it or anything. So it'd be nice to be involved for a change or have something to promote that awareness.
Yeah, absolutely, I agree.
Okay, thanks.
Thank you. Councillor Belanger, anything else? Call for the question. All those in favor? Opposed, none. That's carried. 9.3.2 signing authority. Do I have a mover? Councillor Pelletier, second. Councillor Belanger.
So we're removing Councillor Bodnerchuk as a signing authority. That would leave Mayor Chris Ewan. Are we appointing another councillor? That was the only question I had.
Yes, I would like to, because I'm never around, so council, you can fight among yourselves who wants the prestigious honor to sign 700 checks every week.
I gracefully
In
decline.
this direction,
You said you do it?
you're stepping down or?
I guess, yeah. I had no idea. So yeah.
It was my, I just, because I was
I'm fired. That's fine, Chris. It's-
You're working downtown, it didn't make.
Yeah, for another week and then I'm back to my regular
Well,
schedule.
we can talk about it next year. Joel, you.
Okay, be it further resolved that council authorizes the electronic signature of Mayor Chris Ewan and Shane Ray to be on all checks printed once we go back to the electronic version. And that's the resolution.
Wait for that day. Debate with council, discussion. Other than that, call for the question, all those in favor? Over, none, that's carried, thank you. 9.3.3 Rat River Health Council, do I have a mover? Councillor Pelcher, second, Councillor One.
So we are, as everybody's aware, now a member of the Rat River Health Council. The Health Council wishes to seek the support of the province for the establishment of the first rural bilingual community health center. It's a mode of operations, not a building, to put primary care at the forefront and facilitate staff recruitment and retention. They're looking for our confirmation and supports as we seek the assistance of the Association of Manitoba Bilingual Municipalities to support the regional coordination by helping to prepare a delegation and collaborating to further refine the proposal based on regional and provincial priorities.
Thank you. I'll open for council discussion, debate. Anything to add? From council, nothing?
No.
Something to add there, we will be looking for a representative or two to sit in on that board. Ideally, someone that's in
Healthy.
the health, no, not healthy, but in the health and wellness field to attend some of the occasional meetings that will take place. We'll see how they go about.
So like a member at large, you mean? Oh, okay.
We'll, at another time, maybe we'll get back to you guys, see if you have anybody.
Well, I just kicked a check signer out, so maybe the guy throws. Nope. Great. Anything else? Call for the question. All those in favor? Opposed? None. That's carried. 9.3.4 July 2025 building permit reports. Do I have a mover? Councillor Bonnerchuk, second, Councillor Belanger. Good looking.
Pretty good. July 2025, we had 32 for $11 million. And in 2024, we had 31, but for $4.2 million.
Perfect. Council? Councillor Peltier, you seem disturbed.
Has, does not match. Are you looking at the full?
No, you said, that's why I had a question about.
Oh. So if you're looking for total permits issued, is that what you're looking at then? The 148 versus the 208? Which one are you?
I'd go off of the building permit summary tape. I'm showing
Right.
30 for July this year and 30 for last year, just
Correct.
11 and 4.
0.2.
Yeah.
So the numbers are slightly different, but the total value is still the same.
Okay.
No, the other one might have all the ones that aren't quite ready to go yet.
Oh, yeah.
Includes the pending. and stuff like that, so.
Okay.
Okay, with that. Anything else from council? Call for the question, all those in favor? Opposed, none, that's carried. 9.3.5 development agreement for 1015223 Manitoba Inc., Giesbrecht and Unger. Have a mover. Councillor Peltier, second, Councillor Belanger.
So it was the conditional use, we're doing the development agreement for 72 units in Ile de Chaine. One of the requirements was the development agreement. This has been reviewed by legal and admin, and the developers have already reviewed it and agreed to it as well. So
Thank you. Council, open up for discussion, debate, comments? Nothing
More building going on.
Call for the question. All those in favor? Opposed, none. That's carried. 12, adjournment. Do I have a mover? Councilor Lemoine, second. Councilor Belcher. Comments, questions, debate? Call for the question. All those in favor? Opposed, none. That's carried. 7:40 PM. Thank you, everyone. Have a great rest of your evening. We'll see you next time.